And speaking of people who were there, look at that, Miyamoto. Hey,
so
that's
anyway,
is yep.
That's very dismissive, Marvin. Come on. Yeah,
I know. No, I am thrilled that Miyamoto was there. So what we're referencing there, guys, there was some technical difficulties during the live stream in which when Miyamoto came out, it made it seem as though like the host just kind of like didn't understand what was happening. I have confirmed with Universal directly that there was some kind of glitch. I don't think they were actually able to see Miyamoto on the screen. It's something weird happened there, and it really looked funny.
All right. Well, apparently Universal is taking some lessons away from Epic Universe because, well, folks, we might be on the precipice of an expansion right now. This is extraordinary news brought to us by actually one theme park wizard who actually contributed to the site in the form of an article. Awesome stuff right here. It's by Ethan Becker, but it's theme park wizard. If you don't know the name, you definitely know the logo. Epic Universe might be about to announce its first big expansion already as New Universal Park prepares to open its doors May 21st, 2025. Epic Universe is not even open yet, and permits have already been filed for the first expansion project. Universal filed a notice of commencement earlier this week for the, quote, South Campus, which is where Epic Universe is located. Contractor on the permit is Falcons Attractions, which, based on their website, specializes in immersive theater attractions as well as 4D dark rides. Well, we don't know what exactly this potential expansion is for, where in Epic Universe it's at. This notice does seem to line up with persistent rumors for the actual park itself. This article, let's focus on the dark ride portion, as it seems to line up with the long-standing rumor for the park. Rumors have been swirling for about a year now, that a Luigi's Mansion shooting dark ride will be coming to Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe. I will admit that I'm very new at investigating Florida permits, so I'm not sure where on Epic Universe property this notice refers to. And that means the location and type of ride are all rumors for now and should be treated as such. The one thing is likely, though, is that a new attraction from Falcons Attractions is coming somewhere in Epic Universe sooner rather than later. And we can see this permit right here, actually, provided by Theme Park Wizard, which was able to screenshot this. You can see notice of commencement, and right there on the contractor, Falcons Attractions, where Universal South Campus. Now, who is Falcons Attractions? You might not know the name, but you definitely know the work. Falcons Attractions apparently specializes in interactive dark ride experiences. What's very interesting about Falcons, though, is the recent acquisition they just made with a company who has also done work for Universal Studios in the past. You can see right here, Blue Loop, Falcons Beyond announces acquisition of Oceaneering Entertainment Systems. Now, that's super interesting because Oceaneering Entertainment Systems brought us this. This is Beijing's version of Jurassic World dark ride that you can only experience there right now. We are believing that this dark ride will make its way out in other places eventually. But the scoop vehicles associated with this attraction and the dinosaurs themselves, from what I can find in my research, have all been done by Oceaneering Entertainment Systems. You can see that scoop vehicle right there. Guys, what do you think about all this and more? Maybe Epic Universe's future, well, it's better than ever before.
I think it looks amazing. By the way, I still hear some audio playing in the background, Vasha. You might have, man, that Jurassic World ride looks fantastic. Like, I don't care about human-sized animatronics. Like, they kind of creep me out, honestly. But the big dinosaur ones and like the King Kong animatronic, obviously not on this ride, although I can dream, can't I? Those just do it for me. The scoop vehicle, it's fine. I actually don't like the full mobility on this because sometimes I feel like they have the technology and they abuse it a little bit. Like, there's one part on Amazing Spider-Man where they just have a long hallway and they just spin you, and it's okay. This is almost like a ride. This is more like you're showing off that you can do it. And by the way, I would like to keep my my churros down into my stomach instead of them coming back up. I am excited about them working on this, though.
I'm super excited that we might be on the precipice of something truly outstanding and stunning here. Maybe not what you're exactly seeing on screen right now, but from the people who actually brought this to life, that is a very, very cool prospect for sure. Marvin, we're going to be talking about maybe what might be coming in Universal's future, especially as it relates to its merch. But where would you, I mean, first of all, where would you like to see an expansion for Epic Universe? And what exactly would you like to see based on the rumors that we're hearing? Maybe something for Dark Universe, or perhaps either Zelda or Luigi?
I mean, Zelda is the thing that I want to see the most. I think that it is an IP that is just so popular. We've got a lot of Mario right now. Then with Donkey Kong there, Luigi's Mansion I think is a great get. I think that it should probably come after Zelda. I think Zelda has got to be the next thing that they do. You see this huge expansion pad that sits right between Dark Universe and Nintendo. It's already cleared off. This is ready for shovels. And it's not the only one. I think there's at least 2 more. I know there's one Beyond Stardust Racers that is also. I could see them doing Oz. I've been hearing, I've heard some things about the merry old land of Oz, and yeah, you see it right there. That's a massive expansion right there. That's an entire new universe for them to build.
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely massive. Like that block of land is huge.
What's that gray behind Dark Universe there, Vash? Is that also an expansion pad?
The gray behind.
That
oh
yes. Yep. We must never
absolutely
go
there. An elven graveyard.
Now that's the thing about this specific plot of land right there, because we have heard rumors for a little while now about a creature from the Black Lagoon boat ride. Apparently, when Universal's kind of looking at kind of what they need for this park, what are the operational concerns that they have, and what could most benefit this park, the conversation has really been brought up. Like, well, you really don't have like a traditional boat ride for this park. Now they do have a water ride in the form of what is it? The kind of Isle of Burke.
It's called Fire something.
Yeah,
It's
Fire drill spelled with a Y,
Fire
if
drill.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
With a Y. Yes.
Yeah.
So but it's kind of like, well, but should we have a boat ride? Apparently, Creature from Black Lagoon kind of fits that bill, and there has been this kind of in-park newspaper that was put out, kind of alluding to the fact of like, hey, people have been seeing strange sightings over there in the kind of this swamp area. What's going on there? And that I think has kind of alluded to it as well. That could be really, really awesome, especially for Dark Universe, because Dark Universe is one of the smaller of the portals available. I think that really needs to grow immediately. But the demand for Nintendo is so high, I could definitely see them going there too. It just kind of depends on what they're going to end up doing here. We're keeping track of this one very, very closely, though. Go ahead, Ron.
Also, that might be a single permit, but that does not mean that that's the only, that they have a single interest, if you will. So it could be more than one thing. I also wanted to remind Jonas, because he said that he's into these really large animatronics. Don't forget, there is a giant Yeti animatronic that is really cool because it just flashes with disco lights.
Oh my goodness! Okay. Since you brought it up, I will bring up that I saw that thing year one. Before it went into its current strobe light effect. It's totally amazing, and the fact that you are just speeding by it, I wish you could go by slower. Like, please stop the roller coaster. I want to see this thing in person.
I will say I have had that opportunity, Jonas. Fortunately, when I was a cast member, I did go on a backstage tour, and I have actually touched it. I've been up to it. You can't take pictures when you're doing that, but it's a really cool animatronic, and it's very sad, but it apparently it shakes the foundation, and in order to rebuild it correctly, they would literally have to take the entire ride down and build it back from scratch. That's what they told us, at least. So, but this is going to be amazing. I want to see. There's so much. I want to see Jurassic World. I want to see Zelda. I want to see Luigi's Mansion. I wouldn't even mind seeing the merry old land of Oz. It's Universal, so they have so much that they could do. And I already personally consider this a 3-day park because, like Jonas, I'm like a detail person. I love to take my time. I love to walk around the worlds. I love to immerse myself with all the little details. And for me, there just wasn't enough time to do all that. I spent 13 hours there, hardly got to investigate any of the Ministry of Magic area. And there's 2 or 3 sit-down restaurants. I have a friend working at the Dragon restaurant. But there's just so much. And for anybody that says, to anybody that says this is a 1-day or 2-day park because of its size, I think when everything is fully operational, if you want to take advantage of everything there, you want to meet all the characters, you want to see all the shows, you want to eat all the food at the different restaurants, both quick service and sit down, and you want to do the rides as well. To me, rides are icing on the cake. And the fact that they're bringing more to this it's incredible. I think we're going to see this park double in size within the next decade.
First of all, I hope you're correct because I want to see that happen. Also, there's rumors that they could be putting an entirely new theme park here somewhere if they wanted to do that. Obviously, they don't want to have that to move the situation where they had Hollywood Studios and then Animal Kingdom. It feels like 2 days later. It wasn't 2 days later, but it felt like 2 days later. They probably don't want that, but I can see them just adding more and more to this park. The complaint right now is that, okay, well, you say it's 750 acres. You're talking about the entire complex. There's not that much theme park here at that much. So when we're watching the park hopping stream for opening day, they went to almost all of the lands within the course of 1 hour, and they stopped to talk about each one of those in that short period of time. They didn't get deep into any of the lands, but they went through pretty much all of them in less than 2 hours time, more like 1 hour's time. So it's a small park, and you can get from one side of it to the other pretty quick right now. So having more diversity of lands here, that's the kind of diversity that we're talking about here. Diversity of lands. Not just trying to hire somebody because you think it'll up your virtue signals here. We want a park where you could get lost in it, as opposed to this one right now where it's like, where's the portal? Oh, there. I'll go towards the center. Meet you in the center. I'll see you from across the pond there. I think that this park right here has, as we've said before, Disney doesn't need to be so much worried about Epic as they need to be worried about the next 4 moves from Comcast right now, because Hulu, the Hulu deal, which has yet to close all the way, that's another $5 billion that's going to be going into Universal's coffers. And if they put that towards building another theme park, well, Disney, that's only going to diminish them at this point.
What I said to Vash before, Jonas, while you were gone for a second, was when he showed me the parking lot of how sparsely populated Epic Universe was for opening day, I said, so that means Magic Kingdom was just empty.
Mm-hmm.
Like it means that Epic was not the reason for it. It means that it was just empty before Memorial Day weekend.
I mean, they haven't even gotten to the point. Okay, that parking structure at the main branch there, where with City Walk, Islands of Adventure, and the Studios Park, they haven't even done that over here. If they wanted to, they could really put a lot more. They could fit a lot more into this area. They haven't done that. They've got hotels there to speak of that they're doing bus rides and things like that. But they could maximize this space even more. They have a blessing of size, but let's see if they actually use it.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.